Hi y'all, welcome back. This is part 2 for personal readings that were purchased on January 12th. There's currently 5 people in, no, we have 3 more left. Ethan, Miss G, and Laura for express 12th. There's currently 5 people in, no, we have 3 more left. Ethan, Miss G, and Laura for express reading. Before we dive into these readings, if you're looking to get in line for a personal reading, I still have the line open. Link in bio is the only way that you can book a reading. Hi, Lady Loyalty Forever. Hi, Goddess Love. Jane. How you doing, Jane? Hi, King. King says, I love you. I'm sending you love too, boo-boo. Hi, Michael. How you doing, Michael? Some comments were filtered. Uh-oh. Somebody being rude in the chat. Y'all know the rules. Don't disrespect me. Don't disrespect my chat. Don't disrespect my tribe. It's that simple. Hi, Trish. How you doing, Trish? There we go. Cleanse your energy. Good. Trish, how you doing, Trish? There we go. Cleanse your energy. Good juju. Energy. Good juju. Hi. A courage. Did I say that right? B3. Thomas Shepherd. Is it facts? Ethan's like facts. What is it my daughter does? Clock it. Hi, Maggie. Thanks for the love, Trish. I'm sending all that love right back to you. Tom's 10. Hi, JJ Bear. Thank you for being here. Thanks. So I've got live personal readings, which is what it is I'm about to take care of now. I still have the list open if you want to get in line for tonight. Or if you want to get in line for tomorrow night, I'll be on YouTube. So just your preference. I also have quicker readings, like they're private, but you get them quicker because I don't have to schedule a time for both of us to be available. So they're pre-recorded. And then I have one-on-one private chat readings as well that you can book through there, just depending on your preference. And then I have different price points. So if one's too expensive, then, you know. You don't see the link? Stan.store/Lady Leo Spiritual. I put it in the chat, but the platforms don't like it when I do that because I'm sending you outside the app. Long time no see. How you doing, Judith? Hi, Miss G. Hi, SOF. Afternoon, today's been rough. I know you were having a rough day. You going through it, boo-boo. I'm going to be praying for you. All right, Ethan. We got Ethan for an express, Miss G for an express, and Laura for an express. So where are the decks that I haven't pulled from? Let's go here. We're going to do this Crow Tarot. You still don't see it? Okay, well, that's the link. It should be in my bio. Or you can go to stan.store/Lady Leo Spiritual. You can even hit my stories. If you hit my profile picture, my little story things, there's usually a link that you can click on to go to it too. Hi, Bo. How you doing, Bo? Hi, Janine, Josephine, Big King. Welcome, y'all. What's going on? Precise, Eric, Goldie, Demon Slayer. Hey, how you doing, Demon Slayer? What's going on? Do you want to get in line for a reading? Hi, Sydney. Hi, Maduck. What's going on? Fernando. Skidney. Thank you for the like. Hi, Angel. Angel Marie. That's a really pretty name. Hi, HC. Lana Lou. All right. Did I give y'all good juju? ADHD. Let me do this one more time just so I know that I did it, because I lost time and space there for a moment. Hi, Ashley Reed. How you doing? Thank you for the heart me. Thanks for joining my fan club, love. Hi, Gigi. Hi, Coffee Talk Tarot. What's going on, love? Hi, Bree. Are you back on Wednesday? Would love an extended reading. I will be here on Wednesday on TikTok and Instagram at 8 o'clock Central for Collective, and we'll start personal readings as close to 9 o'clock as I can. Central Time. So that's 10 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Pacific. There we go. Protect your energy. Good juju for you. Protect my energy. Good juju for me. Hi, how you doing? For you, Spirit. Amanda E. So tomorrow I will be on YouTube, actually. So Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I'm on TikTok and Instagram. And on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'm on YouTube. Same time. And when you go in, like if you're wanting to get a personal reading, that's just, you just let me know what your screen name is. Like it's got like a little form that you got to fill out when you're making payment. And that's one of the required things that it is your screen name and what platform it is that you're going to be on. That way I know, like if you made a purchase on Monday, but you want YouTube, then that reading will be on Tuesday's YouTube live. Does that make sense? If you make a purchase on Tuesday, but you're on TikTok or Instagram, then that's going to go on Wednesday's live for that platform. Is that making sense? And I've got one-on-one readings on it too. Like I said, again, the only way you can book a reading is through the link in my bio, y'all. Y'all be careful for these people scamming your asses, DMing you. Dear one, you've been chosen. No, that ain't me. I don't even talk like that. As you can tell right now, okay. I'll be talking like that. I sure as hell ain't calling you dear one. That's just not my lingo, y'all. Anyway. Hi, Pamela. Welcome back. Hi, Laura. Hi, JM. Hi, Dawn. Money challenges. Ain't us all having some money challenges? Shit. Talk about inflation, y'all. And that's the thing I was thinking about earlier when I was at the grocery store. It's back in like 1990. It was like $1.99 for like a dozen eggs. I'm sitting here thinking, like, do we got prize chickens now? Like, what's going on with the eggs being $8 for a damn dozen? I'm about ready to just get my own damn chickens. I mean, like a chicken coop. Shit. I get up in the morning, go collect my own damn eggs. They be organic and everything. You get them straight from the chicken. You ain't got to put them in the refrigerator. They be organic and everything. You get them straight from the chicken. You ain't got to put them in the refrigerator. Somebody like trying to insert themselves into your energy field. I hear all that scratching. What the hell is that? You got some chickens for real? There's somebody across the street that's got 4, well, they have at least 4 chickens. Because I almost ran one of them bitches over earlier on the way home. I had to slow down. I'm like, oh, I don't want to run over somebody's damn chicken. They better watch it. That's going to be my chicken out my... I'm just kidding. I wouldn't take nobody's chicken. All right. They better watch it. That's going to be my chicken out my... I'm just kidding. I wouldn't take nobody's chicken. All right. Scratches and shit on the outside. That's no bueno. It's $16 for effing item. That's no bueno. It's $16 for effing item. Damn ice cream? Yo, that's another thing. It was $10 for some damn Dippin' Dots. What the hell? I remember you used to go get some damn Dippin' Dots for $2.50. What the hell happened? Anyway, yeah, everybody having money challenges, y'all. It's not just you. Join the club. 8 eggs a day. There you go. Okay. Hi, Cracker Jack. He said KFC chicken. Rogers, hi there. You got a card for me. I would so appreciate. If you want to get in line, I can pull you some cards, boo-boo. You newbies, I ain't one of them people that just here to waste my time or your time. I don't just be pulling cards from the top and giving you yes or no answers. We do a deep dive. I take what I do very serious. It is my passion. I love what I do. I got a lot of fulfillment out of what I do, and I put a lot of time, energy, and effort mastering what it is that I do. Okay. I'm a professional. I ain't here just to hear myself talk, I promise. If you want to get in line for a reading, you can go through the link in bio to get you a spot, okay? Hi, Leo. It's me, Salina. Hi, Salina. I've missed you, love. Salina. Where you been at? Hi, Araceli. You're a bit lost. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. All right, Ethan, I'm here. Best and highest message here for Ethan. What does he need to know? What does he need to see? What does he need to hear? Here we go again with the cats, y'all. Mongo's getting stirred up. That's Mongo in the back. What's Ethan's overall energy? What's Ethan's overall energy? Hi, y'all. How you doing? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Ooh, we got the 4 swords, the 7 of swords, and the Ace of Cups. Okay, whatever. You're new here. Well, welcome. How you doing? Hi, Dubs, Michelle, Renee, Kenzie. 4 swords, 7 of wands, and the Ace of Cups. Okay. So what I'm getting, you've been kind of in the incubator here, or you've been like healing from something or rejuvenating here. Like lots of this, like thinking on something or contemplating. This is something that you do by yourself. But you also, you got like new emotional beginnings on the horizon here, or maybe you're experiencing this, but Spirit's asking, I feel like I just told you this. Spirit's asking you to let your guard down. Keep your energy protected, but you can open your heart space here for connection. Ace of Cups, I mean, that's beautiful. Uh-oh. Helena says they in love and they about to give up. That's no bueno. That's no bueno at all. Hi, Ave. What's the situation? What's the situation here for Ethan? The 8 of Cups and the 9 of Cups. We've got strength at the bottom of the deck. Okay, okay. Hi, Mike Peterson. I was going to call you Pepperson for some reason. Hi, Melito. So the situation is turning your back on things that aren't filling your cup. So the situation is turning your back on things that aren't filling your cup. So there could be some growth happening here where you're no longer willing to pour into people, places, things, situations that aren't going to give back. They're going to be draining to you because it affects the way that you express yourself or the way that you can receive things that are fulfilling. What's the challenge? Do you think I have a certain major arcana at all? Well, what's your zodiac? You know your sun sign? What's your birthday? I'm not his type physically. What's that got to do with love? What's that got to do with love? You're not his type physically. That's usually lust. That's ego-based. That's exterior. That's materialistic. I mean, yeah, you got to be like physically attracted, or you know, it's got to be some sort of aesthetically pleasing to the eye. But just to say that you're just not his type physically, like what's really going on? Sagittarius. Temperance. It's ruled by Jupiter. Or the Archer. About expansion. A little bit about rebellion. Sagittarian energy doesn't like to conform. Sometimes they have committal issues, but it's just because it makes them feel a little bit claustrophobic. Doesn't mean that they can't make great partners. It's just something they have to overcome. Hi, Carolyn. How you doing, love? All right, Spirit. Best and highest messages here. What's the challenge? What's the challenge for Ethan? The Five of Wands. Here, what's the challenge? What's the challenge for Ethan? The Five of Wands. Okay, this can be where you're in conflict with yourself. Or there could be competition around a certain situation here having to do with what you're emotionally tied to. And it's hard to invest into something like that. It's like you're having to look on whether or not this is even worth it. If it's worth the time invested, the patience that's needed for something to cultivate. And the Seven of Pentacles here it's like something's challenging whether or not you invest into something or not. It's like, is the juice worth the squeeze? What's in the current energy? Hi, Hoppy. What's in the current energy for Ethan? Damn. The Chariot, the Nine of Wands, and the Nine of Swords, double nines. So you have Cancer here really heavy with the Chariot. And backed up by the Nine of Wands. There's something here that like you're persevering through, okay? There's something here, this has been exhausting, it's been tiring, okay? You got to remember the Nine of Wands is coming up over hill, winning the war, but maybe there was a battle before you won the war, right? Beaten, battered, bruised, been kicked when you've been down, all the challenges, all the hurdles, all the obstacles that it is that you've had to overcome. So that's really heavy here. You know, there's a lot of this energy about being resilient, about persevering through it. But this is also something that's take a lot of upheaval in the mind space with the Nine of Swords being here. You know, this is where you've had to combat reliving some sort of trauma, reliving some sort of stress. And it's almost like it's like a caged bird. You see a little cage back there? And there's crows here. You know, it's like mentally, it's like you've been imprisoned in this or whatever this is. Unless this is someone external from you and they're in some sort of deep regret. But this seems a lot more like you're overcoming a whole cycle, a life phase here. What's the energy coming? What's the energy coming toward? Woo. We've got the Devil, the Page of Swords, and the Knight of Wands. Goodness gracious. Ooh. We've got the Devil, the Page of Swords, and the Knight of Wands. Goodness gracious. 5 years fighting. Wait, you've been with this person for 5 years and there ain't been no growth? I'd be impatient too. Like, what are we doing? Like, time didn't stop moving, bro. You gonna make a move or not? You blocking my damn blessings. Person needs to make a damn decision. Like, is it me or not? I'm the best damn cup on the table. Either fill the cup or let me loose. You think justice will exist for the deception I've been through? Justice always exists for any type of way that you've been done wrong. Okay, the law of balance, universal law. You see this in most religions. You know, universe likes balance. So if you were done wrong when there was injustice, like only in time will it balance out. Now, you don't need to seek revenge. There's nothing that it is that you need to do other than and be focused on being the best and highest version of yourself, darling. And that's how you're going to speed that up. Don't let it consume you. Didn't bury you. You were planted. And you're going to grow from it. Because that's what shit does. It makes shit grow. You're going to bloom anyway. Doesn't kill you, makes you stronger. Hi, Kaylee. How you doing? Hi, Nick Landry. Yeah, it's tough. If it was easy, everybody'd do it. If it was easy, we'd all be singing Kumbaya and holding hands, but we're not, because it ain't easy. But a lot of times, the most challenging things have the biggest rewards. There's the biggest blessings. But a lot of times, the most challenging things have the biggest rewards. There's the biggest blessings after. Hi, Frank. How you doing? Okay, so we got the Devil, the Page of Swords, the Knight of Wands, and the Three of Swords in reverse. Okay, so either there's a situation here from the past that's like you're moving on from, you're letting go, that you're persevering. There's a lot about that, this travel, this movement. Showing up in the current energy, but the energy coming towards you, there's this Devil energy showing up here, okay? So this is ego-based. This is about fear. It's about feeling the need to have control of it all, whether this is external, someone doing this like towards you, or this is where you're getting caught up in a certain situation and it's like making you feel out of control, so you're like projecting. But you know what, Ethan? It almost seems like this is something that maybe you're not even wrapped up in. It's really feeling more external. And the Knight of Wands and the Page of Swords, this is someone who's like wanting to take action towards you, but they're doing the research first. It's like they're spying on you. They're trying to gain some sort of information, but they're doing the research first. It's like they're spying on you. They're trying to gain some sort of information. They're spying on your social media, or they're asking mutual connections about you. You know, it's indirect information. And whatever it is that this person's learning is that you're healing from some sort of heartache, betrayal, grief. And whatever it is that this person's learning is that you're healing from some sort of heartache, betrayal, grief. You're starting to take action from a place where you used to be fear-based, but you're not. That's what it is that you're overcoming and persevering, is being in this fear and shackled to a way of being, to the past. The Knight of Wands shows me that you're taking fearless action towards doing some sort of research, doing something new, and that's what's heart healing. Okay. What's the spiritual advice? Cheers. Hi, Karamia. Ethereal Sage Tony B. What's going on, love? My identity being compromised. What you talking about? How's your identity being compromised? How'd that happen? Hi, Audrey. That's my BBG's name. Hi, Maurice. Mojo, Cindy. Welcome, y'all. How you doing? Hey, thanks for the love. All that love and light back to you, Thompson. Thank you for helping me raise the vibration. Thank you for being here. All right. King of Cups. That's emotional maturity. But a King of Cups also, they don't wear their heart on their sleeve, okay? They're patient when it comes to things that are of the heart, of things that are emotional. King of Cups has also been through a lot to get to that point too, okay? It represents like being emotionally grounded. It represents emotional maturity. Maturity. Here come my southern accent, y'all. This is crowing me up. This is being emotionally intuitive to certain situations, understanding other people's pain, or, you know, giving some grace in that way. Tell me about this King of Cups. Why is this a spiritual advice? Mike Murray says, are Shannon and I done for good? Do you want to get in line for a reading, Mike? Stealing your information to slander. Wait, what? Somebody's stealing my information? They won't be doing it for long. Don't ask me how I know. Bam, how you doing, neighbor? You Don't ask me how I know. Bam, how you doing, neighbor? You The Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Again with this, this has something to do with matters of the heart, of this emotional maturity. So I'm not sure if this is you evolving into this way of being, because we have the Knight of Cups up here as the situation. Okay, so we're going from Knight to King. Okay, so there's some sort of growth happening. It just takes patience. It's going to take some sort of time. It may be moving slower than expected, but nonetheless, there's growth happening here. Give me one more. King of Cups, Nine of Pentacles. And then I'm going to pull you one from this Spirit Animal Oracle. It's very dark energy entities. Spirit Animal Oracle. It's very dark energy entities. Boo-boo. Something keeps trying to kick you off this live. Okay. Give me a second, y'all, and I'll re-cleanse. King of Cups, Knight of Pentacles. Give me one more. The Ace of Swords and the Eight of Wands. And clarity. God, source, universe, whatever that looks like for you, giving the gift of some sort of clarity, information. It keeps glitching. All right. I'll cleanse the energy just a second, y'all. But it's a green light go. It's a victory. It's a yes. It's a go for it. Okay. Being backed by God, source, the universe, whatever that looks like for you. Again, with this like clarity, having the answers to what it is that you need to have the answers to, the solutions to the problem. All right. And whatever clarity is that you're gaining about this patience, about this growth, even though it's slow moving, it's helping you have the confidence to take some sort of passionate, fearless action towards where it is that you want to go. Okay. So whether this devil energy is coming from self or if it's coming from something external, either way, it seems like you're overcoming whatever that is. Now, this is the energy that's coming towards you, right? This low vibrational, ego-based energy. And it could even be a situation that may have you slide back into an old way of being for a moment. You know, it could even be both. It could be someone coming to test your spiritual gangster, and you got to remember the things that it is that you learn, the spiritual tools that is that you gained along the way, you know. It happens to me sometimes. Somebody wants to test my spiritual gangster, and I'm like, I gotta take a minute to pause and remember how far I've come, you know. Sometimes it just be like that. But overall, I mean, shit. Got the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Swords, King of Cups. A lot of, I mean, shit. Got the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Swords, King of Cups. A lot of here, you know, and it's because you're, what's challenging you, though, is gaining clarity on whether or not this is worth the investment or not. All right, let me pull you one of these real quick. And this one I got to read from the book because I don't know this deck very well. It's newer. Something, okay. Do Alyssa miss me? You want to get in line for a reading? Hi, Holly. How you doing, Holly? Ain't nothing but a gangsta party. I know that song. Hi, Arthur. How you doing? We got spiritual gangsters, spiritual baddies, and spiritual daddies. How y'all doing? How you doing? Hi, Geeka. What's going on, love? Hey! I'm still all right back to you, Thompson. I got the song stuck in my head. Ain't nothing but a gangster party. Give me a card for Ethan. And I got the song stuck in my head. Ain't nothing but a gangster party. Give me a card for Ethan. One card for Ethan. What does Ethan need to know most right now? Hi, paranormal as fuck. How you doing, love? Davey. Y'all, my 13-year-old daughter is wanting to go on a ghost hunt. And she's like tapped in that way. She's got like a lot of paranormal experiences. Like with the other side. Like with people that were actually here and have passed over. More so than me on a whole nother level. It freaks me out a lot. Do I let her do it? Is 13 too young? Take her on a tour? I was thinking about it. I was researching it in my local area on whether, like, you know, something we could do together. I was thinking about doing that. But she's got like a natural ability. I feel like she would get a lot out of it, even if it's just like the experience of you know, building her confidence with those sorts of things. Start with a day tour to see how that goes first. Yeah, just kind of build on that. Thank you for the live, love. Thanks for following. I can't talk. Thank you for the live, love. Thanks for following. I can't talk for shit. Am I currently pregnant? Boo boo, I do not answer questions like that. You think go for the tour too? I think I might do something like that. Nice and nice. Give me one card for Ethan. This is specific, Ethan. They don't want to give me a damn card. Hi, Tammy Pierce. Thank you for the follow, love. Joe Quinn. Youssef. Thank you for the love. Oh, you like my jacket? Thank y'all. It's newer. I've been getting a lot of compliments on it today. It's feeding my ego. Oops. You'll see, I'm gonna float off. Thank you for the compliment nonetheless. I appreciate it. Hey, thank you for that. Throw that little light back to you, Thompson. Hi, Checkered Life. How you doing, Adam? One card for Ethan. Come on now. There we go. Eagle Spirit. Whew, I don't know why that just gave me chills. Eagle Spirit. Spirit has your back. Says it right there on the damn card. Dang. Let me see what this says. Is Brian my person? Well, technically, if you claim them as your person, then they're your person. Hey! Thank you for the smart bean. Audrey. Hi, Ben. Thank you for the compliment. I'm loving your smile. Spirit has your back. 2-3 on that card, which speaks of conflicts and challenges. Card number 23. Right here, right here. All right, so I'm going to show you this card just in case you see something. This eagle has a damn crown on it. This is a powerhouse card right here. I can just tell by looking at it. It's got like some little headdress on it too, so I don't know if this is like Native American ties. It's got like a cute little pretty mandala looking flower in the background. So that may be like Hindu or Buddhism or, you know, some sort of ties like Middle East, possibly, not necessarily. Maybe some sort of indigenous something. Let's see what it says. All right. Spirit has your back. Oracle message. Think of the eagles flying high above. All right. Spirit has your back. Oracle message. Think of the eagles flying high above the altitude for a short while. Truth raises you above it all and overcome adversity, reminding you that Spirit has your back and wants you to experience life at its fullest. At this moment, you're meant to know that you have the highest of wisdom and courage within, gifted to you by Spirit and all the angels. Boldly build your nest in a lofty space so you know that now you can fly effortlessly. proudly embodying eagle spirit in all her glory and grace, claiming what is truly yours in divine timing. Protection message. If you're walking awkwardly and feeling embarrassed, eagle spirit is here to tell you that it is only because right now you were meant to fly. If you're walking awkwardly and feeling embarrassed, eagle spirit is here to tell you that it is only because right now you were meant to fly. So retain your eagle eye for the details that help you claim your wisdom and courage. Or perhaps you're making yourself small for the sake of getting others to accept you. Now is not the time to be vulnerable and dependent, for you have the wings to fly on your own, and you need to do that at this time. There's no need to huddle in a shelter or even to seek out a flock to support you, for eagle spirit says you have tremendous wisdom and courage within. Let it arise so that you might soar proudly, with the angels serving as the wind beneath your wings. Ooh, this is giving me chills. From the heights, you can make the best and most powerful choices for the highest good of all. That is a powerhouse card. That's incredible. Hi, Kiki. How you doing, Kiki? All right, Ethan. I hope that you found a message that resonates with you. Thank you again for the blessings. Thanks for coming to see me, love. It looks good overall. There seems to be a challenge here, whether it's coming from self or it's coming from something external that wants to put you back in like a fear-based situation or making you feel like you have to like control the outcome of something. Spirit's telling you release the need to control and soar. Just soar above it all. You're being supported. The universe has your back, boo. All right, where are we going? We've got Miss G and Laura left. What deck have I not pulled from? All right, I may gotta be careful with this one because this one's a little graphic. You're okay. Happy New Year, love. Is your line still? Yes, the line is still open. You can book through the link in my bio or stan.store/Lady Leo Spiritual. I had to switch up my platform, so I'm not doing Cash App, Venmo, PayPal anymore. Y'all have been scammed. So this is to protect you and to protect me from people pretending to be me. But yes, line's still open if you want to get line love for you. Excuse me. Hello. Send all that love and light back to you times 10. Thank y'all for being here. Thank you for all the ways that you show love and support. Okay, love. Best and highest messages here for Miss G. What does she need to know? What does she need to see? What does she need to hear? Hi, Jody. Best and highest messages here for Miss G. What does she need to know? What does she need to see? What does she need to hear? Hi, Jody. What's Miss G's overall energy? Dang, y'all are coming out with these aces tonight. This is beautiful. The Ace of Swords and the Eight of Cups. Give me one more. Give me one more here. What's Miss G's overall energy? Hi, Mama T. The Six. What's Miss G's overall energy? Hi, Mama T. The Six. Gift of divine clarity here. Okay, there's a green light go. It's a victory. You're seeing things clearly. If you're not, you're going to be. Whatever this clarity pertains to, it's what emotionally you've been pouring into that hasn't been giving back. Okay, so whatever it is that you've been pouring into emotionally, it's left you feeling drained, or it's left you drained. So it's like you're gaining the clarity that, yeah, you need to leave the situation behind. This may even have something to do with the past, okay? So I'm not sure if this is about a reconciliation. Clarify. I don't know, but it's causing up some sort of stink here. So whether this is like internally with you, you're combating yourself, or if this is externally or someone else who's challenging you. Hey, it's hard. Tell me about the Six of Cups. What is the Six of Cups? Hey, y'all, how you doing? Thank you for the repost, David. Welcome back. Hi, 7781. Trey Stewart. Anna Berry. What's the Six of Cups? That's way too many. That is way, way too many. Just try that one more time. Give it to me straight, Spirit. See what I mean? Chaos, that Five of Wands. What's the Six of Cups? Wow. It's the Nine of Cups with the Devil at the bottom of the deck. Okay. There's a big message here where it's time for you to focus on what makes you happy, on what fills your cups, okay? There's also an energy here that may have been over in the past. This past relationship, this past situation, whatever this is. There's a lot of like overindulging, taking too much. With the Devil at the bottom of the deck, that backs that up. You know, something is fear-based. Kiki, I just got your payment in, love. Thank you so much. You'll be after Laura. This is someone trying to have control over certain situations. This is someone trying to have control over certain situations. That's why they have to project the need to control. So I'm not sure if this is like coming from self or something's like making you feel like you're backed into a corner. So I'm not sure if this is like coming from self or something's like making you feel like you're backed into a corner. Hi, Kenny. How you doing, Kenny? Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you. Yeah, the Four of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. Someone's not giving. Giving. This person not investing, like they're not giving what it is that you're giving, because the situation is the Four of Pentacles. So I don't know if you like have things on reserve and you're waiting to give to this relationship, but it's showing up like the Queen of Cups is on top of that. So someone not giving to you, or you holding back love from someone else. Okay. What's the challenge, Spirit? What's the challenge here? The Chariot and the Nine of Pentacles. Movement. So I don't know if distance is a challenge or just making a decision to invest into the situation so that it will grow. What's in the current energy? It might be you. Okay. What's in the current energy? Yeah, the Ten of Wands. So whether this is coming from the other person, it's coming from you. If it's coming from you, it's just because you're scared. It's just coming from fear. It's being unsure. It's just coming from fear. It's being unsure. Is here. Tell me about this Ten of Wands. What's this Ten of Wands? Yeah. Equal give and take with the Six of Pentacles. So it's kind of showing like there's two sixes here too. There's something that's mucking up the energetic flow. Because someone's got to be more confident and be patient and be courageous. You know, connection is spotty. Thank you, Richard. I'm sorry about that, y'all. I don't know what the hell's going on with that. Thank you for the heart me though. Hi, Hexy Star. Welcome back. Hi, Trinit. Thank you for being here, Richard. Current energy for Miss G. The King of Cups. Yeah, there's an imbalance here. We've got the Queen and the King of Cups showing up here. But the way it's presenting itself on the table as well is like their backs are turned. So someone's not looking at the other person, or they're not giving something. Okay, thank you. Give me one more. Give me one more here. Yeah, there's got to be teamwork within this connect. Yeah, we got the devil, but it's showing up in reverse at the bottom of the deck. Okay, someone needs to overcome their fear, whether it's you, whether it's them, whether it's both of you. Okay, and work together. So there needs to be a conversation. You know, there needs to be, these things need to be talked about in the physical between the two of y'all. Okay, so that y'all can work as a team to be in this connection. The Ace of Wands, because there's passion new beginning on the horizons here. It's more stable now. Thank you so much for letting me know. Hi, Ted Rux. What's the spiritual advice when it comes to this? You know what, Spirit? The person that Miss G is here for, what's their overall energy? How do they show up? What's their energy in this relationship? What's their energy in this relationship? The Five of Swords and the Knight of Swords. So they're showing up as defeated, okay? He's going to hold me up when life gets hard. Yeah, that's hard. That's hard to... Showing up as this person's feeling defeated, and they're feeling like they can't adapt and overcome the situation, okay? So this person may be feeling, starting to get impatient. But that's a good question, you know? And overcome the situation, okay? So this person may be feeling, starting to get impatient. But that's a good question, you know? Can't invest a little bit, you know, and kind of see what happens. Because you can either hold back and not know at all, or you can open up a little bit and see if this person's receptive to it, you know? What's the spiritual advice? Got the Ten of Cups at the bottom of the deck. What's the spiritual advice here? What flipped over? Page of Pentacles. Again, with this like physical representation of something. So, I mean, there may need to be like a physical conversation that has to happen. Page of Wands, Knight of Cups, and Temperance. There may need to be like a physical conversation that has to happen. Page of Wands, Knight of Cups, and Temperance. So yeah, maybe y'all need to go out together and have a conversation about, you know, what's expected, or what's going to be tolerated, what's not going to be tolerated. But if you say that you're going to tolerate something, or that you're not going to tolerate something, you got to stand by that. Knight of Cups and Temperance. Emotions need to be expressed here to bring balance and harmony to the situation, to bring healing, to bring this coupling of energy. One more. Give me one more, and then I'm going to pull you one from this Animal Spirit deck. King of Swords. Again with communication. You know? But someone here is showing up as very emotionally guarded. Now, a King of Swords, whether that's male, female, however anybody identifies as, okay, a King of Swords has been through a lot. There's a reason why they're detached. There's a reason why they're a little bit more hardened and stoic, and they don't wear their emotions on their sleeve. You know, Nine of Swords backs it up because they've been through a lot. So they're more patient. They're not as giving when it comes to emotions here, you know. But don't let that make you grow cold altogether. They're not as giving when it comes to emotions here, you know. But don't let that make you grow cold altogether. Patience, observation, understanding as well. Emotions are expressed. I felt more cared for than anyone. Communication is the best I've had. Oh, wow. So really this is all just it could be really triggering for you, Miss G. It could be really triggering when one, you've been through shit relationships, you know, especially if it's been back to back. You've been all this time longing for connection, longing for that, what am I trying to say? I can't even say the word. Someone to reciprocate the energy that it is that you give, you know? And finally, when it shows up, it's like, oh shit. You know? Well, what do I do? Right? So give yourself some grace there. Right? Be gentle with yourself, you know? And maybe that's something that you need to let them do. Right? So give yourself some grace there. Right? Be gentle with yourself, you know? And maybe that's something that you need to let this person, and I'm working on them, you know? And this is new for me. And you're really gonna do a number on me if I open up and I let you in for you to just dip. You know? Maybe you have said that. Overall, though, you know, Two of Cups is in the upright. That. Overall, though, you know, Two of Cups is in the upright. You know, there's a lot of good, but it's just got to be equal give and take here, and lots of clarity, like conversations being had about things, you know, working together as a team. But there is, okay, whatever this thing is from the past, it's almost like it's triggering you. Let's see. Let's pull one of these cards real quick and I'll read from the book. We've got Laura and Kiki in line. Hi, Raina. Thank you so much for the follow, Diana. Alan and Brianna relationship is over. Do you want to get in line for a reading? Hi, Raina. Thank you so much for the follow, Diana. Alan and Brianna relationship is over. Do you want to get in line for a reading? What about Willis? Hi, Jean. Hi, Ann. Give me one card here for Miss G. What does she need to know most right now about the situation? What does she need to know most now about the situation? Rabbit Spirit, now is a lucky time. I've never pulled this card. This is really pretty. 4 and 9 on that card makes a 13, which makes a 4. That's about stability. Rabbits are also about fertility, growth. Card number 49. That's too funny because I told you all that story about that man yelling 49ers in my ear. Okay, Rabbit Spirit. Willis. What you talking about, Willis? Okay, Rabbit Spirit. Willis. What you talking about, Willis? Appears to lead you out of your dark warren into the light so you can participate in a fertile and beautiful experience. It may seem safe below ground, but the magic happens when you come out and take the risk of being vulnerable and co-creating something new. You're being invited into a new life that you have no experience with, but have no fear. Thank you, Book Reveals. I appreciate that, love. Hi, Danielle. Or Daniel. Today is also a time to be fruitful and productive as you enjoy Rabbit Spirit's sunny and prolific energy. At this time, whatever you intend to bring to life will find fertile ground. There are no mistakes, really, when you're co-creating with Spirit. So let new ideas spring to the surface, knowing that now is a lucky time of tremendous possibility. Protection message. Vulnerability is required, knowing that now is a lucky time of tremendous possibility. Protection message. Vulnerability is required. Okay. To create is to take a risk. So at this fortunate fertile time, banish your fears and recognize It cut me. Okay. I think I'm back. To co-create is to take risks. So at this fortunate, fertile time, banish your fears and recognize the real security is in immersing yourself into the process of co-creation. It's okay to admit that you really don't know how to deal with whatever is in front of you. This is where curiosity and not knowing can be a wonderful state of mind. Be playful now, admitting you are at the beginning of something. Come on out to frolic in the sun's nurturing light because it's time to burst something new. It's time for you to come out of your shell, Miss G. Give it a chance. Be there for the experience, whether it works out long-term or not. This is something that you wanted, and it's presenting itself to you. So at least enjoy the process, whether it works out long-term or not. This is something that you wanted, and it's presenting itself to you. So at least enjoy the process of permission. You know? All right, Miss G. I hope that you found a message that resonates with you. Thank you again for the blessings. Thanks for coming to see me. And I'm very excited for you. I hope that this works out. And if it doesn't, it just means that it just wasn't meant to be forever. You know, it doesn't mean that it's bad. Doesn't mean that it's not important now. Right? But that's exciting. It's something that you've wanted and you're manifesting it. That's beautiful. I'm new here. The first gift they've ever sent. Oh my gosh, Buck Reveals. I'm so honored. Send all that love and light back to you times 10. Thank you for all the ways you show love and support. Thank you for helping me raise the vibration. Thank you for helping me grow. Those of you that are commenting, sharing, reposting, getting readings, sharing it with a friend, sending all the love. Y'all are awesome. I appreciate it. All right, Laura. Should I grab some more decks? I'm going to go here. Best and highest message here for Laura. What does she need to know? What does she need to see? What does she need to hear? By the way, if you're wanting to get in line for a reading, link is in bio. Stan.store/Lady Leo Spiritual is the only way that you can book a reading with me, whether it's here live or you're wanting a one-on-one reading. I will never reach out to you through the DMs and tell you that you were chosen for a reading. That ain't me, baby. Reading. I will never reach out to you through the DMs and tell you that you were chosen for a reading. That ain't me, baby. Hi, Readiness. Thank you for joining, love. Will Richmond contact me soon? You want to get in line for a reading? All right, Spirit, best and highest messages here. What do we need to know? What do we need to see? What do we need to hear for Laura? All right. What's Laura's overall energy? Hi, Bellis. How you doing, Bellis? Baby horse. 777s. Woo! We're starting off with a page of pentacles here. Someone coming towards you with an offer or a gift. Showing up is solid. It's new. It's not mature yet. But it's solid, whatever it is. Gabby, thank you. It's not mature yet. But it's solid, whatever it is. Gabby, thank you. What is Laura's overall energy? What is Laura's overall energy? Hi, William. Hi, Zesty. Aries, right here, the Fool. Look, you walking towards whatever opportunity, this gift, this offer, whatever the hell this is. Leap, you go first, and universe will catch you, boo-boo. Aries, all day, every day. Like, without a care in the world, happy as a damn lark on this new beginning, embarking on this new adventure, this new chapter, this whatever this exciting new thing is, right? The Fool is in the upright. This is a positive experience here. So it's also about taking a risk, going in it could be very non-conventional or unexpected. Give me one more. What is Laura's overall energy? Sam E, thank you for liking the live, y'all. Thanks for the love. Throw the love light back to you times 10. Damn. Your powerhouse energies. There's a situation here, whether it's self, external, or both, where you've had to really be patient. And being patient to see what is going to be presented to you has been difficult. It was kind of scary. You had to overcome some sort of fear here. But that's what is bringing this to you, is this patience. Right? I always bring this up, right? Strength. This chick right here did not just walk up to this big ass scary lion. She had to spend a lot of time and effort and patience to slowly either approach or allow this lion to come to her in a non-aggressive type of way and befriend it. You know, so whatever the situation that is that you're dealing here overall, it's showing up as something that's taken a lot of courage from you. You may have somebody spying on you. Of course. Of course they are. Because he's so damn interesting. You could even be doing some sort of research on new plans. What's the situation? What's the situation here for Laura? The frickin' Empress. No wonder people gawking at your ass. Boo-boo. The situation is the damn Empress. All 4 queens in one. Gender don't matter. Okay. You've got everything that it is that you need to grow, to expand, and to be prosperous. This is very beautiful. Divine feminine energy here. Just heard enjoy the skin you're in. So I'm not sure if this is like helping you with your... Not that you needed to build more confidence, but that's always a good thing when we're able to be in that state. Tell me about the Empress. Why is this the situation? Justice. Are you freaking serious? Heavy on the Venus energy. Okay. So you may want to see what your Venus placement is. But this is some sort of divine justice here. It's showing up as a situation. There's balance. There's law and order that's being established, you know. Where things were once wonky and shisty, it's having to balance itself out. There's a sort of truth in the upright here. So you could be gaining some sort of clarity on a decision that needs to be made with how you invest, where you're wanting to grow. Libra, Taurus, Leo, and Aries are all out on the table. Holy Spirit. What's the challenge? Hi, y'all. How you doing? Hi, Gladdy. You like my jacket? Y'all, I'm getting so many compliments on my jacket. Thank you so much. Will me and Carlton get back together romantically? You like my jacket? Y'all, I'm getting so many compliments on my jacket. Thank you so much. Will me and Carlton get back together romantically if you want to? What's the challenge? Link in bio, by the way. What's the challenge here? Death. Hi, Wes. What's going on, Wes? Death and the 5 of Cups. The situation is needed to make a decision. The situation is needed to make a decision where cups were left emptied. Give me one more on that. Tell me about death. Scorpio is here. Tell me about death. 8 of Pentacles. The Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck. There's some sort of disappointment or grief or sadness that it's hard for you to deaden it. It's hard for you to end it, but it's taking up some sort of focus here. That's what's showing. That's how it's coming to me as the challenge. You know, it's Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck. If this is talking about you, it's having you not able to focus on what's important. And it could be blocking blessings. Ace of Pentacles in reverse at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so what's in the current energy? Thank you for the follow, love. Hi, Mama Kitchen. What's going on, Mama Kitchen? What's in the current energy? Four of Cups, Two of Wands, Nine of Cups, the Sun, and the Three of Wands. Beautiful. Okay. So yes, there is some sort of disappointment. And the Three of Wands. Beautiful. Okay. So yes, there is some sort of disappointment. Something that was supposed to happen, but it didn't happen the way that it was presented to you. Right? It's taking your focus away from what's most important here, or the divine gifts that you already have. Okay? But you've become aware of this, or you're becoming aware of what this is, gaining clarity that's needed to make plans to take action towards what your best path is, on what the best course of action for you is. What's going to have your cup runneth over? Nine of Cups here. What's going to give you all this emotional fulfillment, this prosperity that is going to have your wishes come true, or, you know, where you thought things were never going to fill, cups that were never going to be filled by you focusing on the most important things. It has you cup runneth over. You're still trying to manifest another position, another apartment. Well, we've got the Sun and then the Three of Wands after that. So again, there's some sort of freedom, some sort of purity. You know, it has a lot to do with divine clarity, life force energy, being more playful, you know, lighthearted, you know, just enjoying the moment, enjoying the process, even though you may not be exactly where the destination is just yet. You know, it's stopping and smelling the roses, enjoying your day-to-day tasks and activities while you're on the journey towards where it is that you're going, you know, but it's showing me that whatever you're wanting is right around the corner. Your patience is paying off here. So enjoy life while you're on the cruise ship to where it is you're going. You know, does that make sense? How did this get in here? Be careful. How did this get in here? Be careful. Cause shenanigans. I don't even know where this came from. It fell right out of this deck. That's a warning for somebody. All right, Spirit. Best and highest message here for Laura. What does she need to know right now? What does Laura need to know right now about this situation? One card, Spirit. One card. Hi, y'all. How you doing? Welcome. Thank y'all for being here. What's going on? Hi, Lady Grace. That's too many. Let's try that one more time. We got a lot of cards coming out. Spirit says, I got more than one. I got more than one message. Just give me one to your Spirit. What does Laura need to know most right now in this moment when it pertains to this situation? The reason she's here. Snake Spirit, time to heal. 5-5 on that card. Challenges, changes, shakeups. So it makes a 10. So yeah, an ending to something. All right, let's see what this says. Lots of tribal things in the background of this picture as well. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it in the camera. And this could even have something to do with throat chakra healing. I think I said that to somebody else earlier, but it's just like the way that it's showing up on this. It's like a cup is right there almost if you look really close. I don't know if you can see it there. You know, it's almost like it opens. It's like it opens up. And the snake is shedding its skin. You may not notice it like directly looking first glance at it, but this snake is shedding something here. All right, let's see what this is, which is also speaks of this death and rebirth energy as well. So let's see what it says. 55, 55. My cat comes around when I watch her videos. Hi, kitty cat. Hi, Rex. How you doing, Rex? Hi, Sophie. How you doing, Sophie? Welcome. All of us need healing at times, and when Snake Spirit appears, it's time to repair, renew, and replenish yourself and your vulnerable heart. Self-care and maintenance work are needed so that your vitality can arise. Death and rebirth. Give yourself the space to nourish your own well-being. Vulnerability is necessary to have tender emotions at times. Be gentle with yourself and others now. Shed the past and step into a new way of being, for vitality is rising in you. This might be a good time to honor the work you've done to heal, grow, and repair any damage within you, within those you care about, and within your community. Celebrate together how far all of you have come in your healing journey and all that you have created. Unburden yourself of anything that no longer supports wellness, prosperity, positive relationships, and well-being, and open the door for healing to occur. Protect the message. Hey! Send all that love and light back to you times 10. Thank you for being here. No matter how much you may have lost or how you've been disappointed, you were called by Snake Spirit to shed the past and practice radical self-acceptance now. Only by forgiving yourself you can move on, regardless of whether anyone else is ready for healing. When your tender new skin first comes exposed, you may feel uncomfortable. Love yourself and remain vulnerable anyway. You've been weak, but now you're becoming strong and developing wisdom, and you will do better in the future. Snake Spirit reminds you that hearts can be so easily wounded. Apologies and amends go a long way. Self-forgiveness for your role in what happened can help you heal. Remember, it is the one who's been wounded who often has the greatest power to help others heal. Wow, it's pretty powerful. So there's a big message here of like a cycle ending. There's a very big message of you having some sort of renewal, some sort of like purity that's coming into your life, like a cleansing. And this takes a lot of having some sort of renewal, some sort of like purity that's coming into your life, like a cleansing. And this takes a lot of care. You've been through a lot, but it hasn't kept you from your growth, from you maturing into the amazing being that it is that you are today, you know. So there's something here that maybe you need to forgive yourself for. I'm not really sure what that would be. Maybe it took your focus, that it drained your energy. You know, it can be something simple like that, and maybe not necessarily anything that you did directly to somebody, you know. But there's a lot here about big changes happening. Double fives, and then we have that 5 of cups here too. Triple fives, you know, that's a lot about changing happening in the challenge, transformation taking place here in energy. And you're feeling drained. Yeah, let it go. Don't let it drain you no more. Spirit, I ask to release this from my mind, body, spirit. Spirit, this no longer drains my energy. Spirit, I'm only aligned with people, places, things, situations that have my life force energy expanding at all times. All right, Laura, I hope that you found a message that resonates with you. Thank you again for the blessings. Thanks for coming to see me. Hi, Taco Explorations. How you doing? Hi, Jackie. Thank you for the follow. I said my cat came and was like, you okay? Well, I'm the cat lady. Didn't y'all know? I'm the crazy cat lady. That's okay. You spelled it wrong. I said it wrong. You know, we on the same wavelength, Laura. We'll just blame it on the Mississippi. Hilasana, do you want to get in line for a reading, love? I was on point. Yeah, y'all be the crazy cat lady. Thank you so much, Laura. It was so good to see you. It was an honor to read your energy. All right, Kiki. Where are we going, darling? I haven't used that deck, but I'm not feeling that one. So we're going to use this OG deck, okay? Let me check it real quick. Hi, Ulrich White. How you doing? Is M thinking of me? She's like, let's do this. Let me make sure that all the cards are in the upright because I used this one in the live previous to this one. You live in Dallas now? You're from Mississippi for reals? Of all places on the planet, this is where the stork dropped you, huh? Do you live in Dallas? I bet Dallas is a lot more exciting than Mississippi is. Senatobia. I know Dallas is a lot more exciting than damn Senatobia, Mississippi. That's way out there. I thought I was in the sticks. Shit. That's way down yonder. Put me on preparedness. You were a cheer captain at Northwest? No shit. Dallas Cowboys cheerleader. I'm just teasing. So glad to see you. Always make me smile ear to ear and laugh. Laura, thank you so much for popping in and hanging out with me. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to read you. You always got me rolling, Laura. We'd be cutting up in here. Hi, Olga. I'm just picking about the Dallas Cowboys thing. I was a cheerleader. I was the top girl, you know, the stunt girl they threw up in the air. That's a story for another time, though. Hi, Steven. Hi, your fave. How you doing? I won't tell that story tonight. I'll save that for another time. That was a long-ass time ago. Hi, Ashley Lopez. How you doing, Ashley Lopez? All right, Kiki. It's fixed now. We're good. I'm going to cleanse real quick, too. I was supposed to cleanse a little while ago because the energy was getting a little funky in here. Manuel, how you doing, Manuel? Hi, Robbie. How you doing, Robbie? Thank you for the badge, Laura. Thank you for the badge. Oh, that's a little muted. Let me fix. Oh, how you doing, Manuel? Hi, Robbie. How you doing, Robbie? Thank you for the badge, Laura. Thank you for the badge. Oh, that's a little muted. Let me fix. Oh, how you doing, Manuel? Hi, Robbie. How you doing, Robbie? Thank you for the badge, Laura. Thank you for the badge. Oh, that's a little muted. Let me fix that. There we go. Send all that love and light back to you times 10. Thank you for all the ways you show love and support. All right, Kiki. I said I was going to cleanse. Look at me. See, I'm telling you. ADHD now. That's me. That's my fault. That's just what it is. All right, I got some Dragon's Blood Sage we're going to cleanse with, and then we're going to protect one more time with this Palo Santo. It's good. It's been a long time since I felt that peace. Really? Well, it's good if you're feeling at peace, though. But that's definitely something that's worth the wait, worth the patience. Thanks for liking the live. Where are you from in Mississippi? I lived in Germantown, Tennessee also. Originally, I'm from Madison County, Mississippi. All the stuck-up people. The snooty people. That's what they call y'all. Stankin' ringing. On the other side of the river. Cleanse your energy. My mom was Vicksburg. Really? Okay. A lot of reflecting, accepting, and changing. That's beautiful, Manuel. That's beautiful. That takes a lot of work. A lot of reflecting, accepting, and changing. That's beautiful, Manuel. That's beautiful. That takes a lot of work. Working it. 3, doing it. You know. Cleanse my energy. Hi, doing it. You know. cleanse my energy. Hi, Rex. Yeah, y'all, but I don't be in the Madison County no more. Woods. Big Josh. How you doing, Big Josh? Spiritually speaking, not literally. Hi, the Focus Culture. How you doing? Welcome. I have to tell you about moving out here, though. Y'all, let me get through this reading, and I'll give you another story time about my experience, how the hell I ended up here. Good juju for you. Protect your energy. We in it. We in there like swimwear. Thanks for all the love. Send all that love and light back to you times 10. Thank you for all the ways you show love and support. Thank you for helping me raise the vibration. Thank you for helping me grow. Okay. What's Kiki's overall energy? What is Kiki's overall energy here, Spirit? The Eight of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. So you either have a lot of focus on money and career. You could have focus on a masculine energy. Showing up like an earth sign doesn't necessarily have to be an earth sign. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. But it's somebody who's practical, okay? They've got a lot of wisdom here. They're established. They're mature. They're dependable. Whoever this person is. Blessings and good vibes to you too, love. Yeah, of course it's been a hard journey. I was just telling somebody that. Going through one hell of a divorce, and my asshole of an ex is after him for money, and it's like I work so damn hard for my kids, and all he wants to squeeze every... How? Wait, what? Hi, Organically, honey. How you doing, love? That is ass backwards. Like, what? Someone's focused on your money. Someone's focused on your money as this King of Pentacles. Husband or ex. Someone's focused on your money as this King of Pentacles. Husband or ex. Like, what? How the hell are you supposed to be in your divine feminine in all its essence when you happen to be the man? That is so sad, ain't it? Ain't that terrible? This person needs to go find them their own man. That's what they need to do. They need to go find them some wands to take care of their ass. Ew. Kiki, I am so sorry. That's just how I personally feel about it. And I'm not supposed to say how I personally feel in readings, but boo-boo, it just came out. What? Personally feel in readings, but boo-boo, it just came out. What? Okay. The Ten of Wands. You were left carrying all the damn weight. You were left in this relationship to bear all the responsibilities. Ten of Wands. It's too heavy and it's not even your shit to carry. Ew. This is giving me the ick. We were married for 9.5 years. He's wanting a penny from every new venture I do. Go get your own box, bruh. Like, what the hell? What's the situation here? Hi, Daniela Hernandez. How you doing, love? Damn. Hernandez, how you doing, love? Damn. Get me fired up. I need to do not act on emotions. Reel it the fuck back in, chick. Leo. He abandoned me and the kids twice during the marriage and left us with $2,000. Excuse my language, this mojo is a poo nanny. A whole poo nanny in the house. But wants $300,000 in settlement. I cannot make this shit up. What? Left you with $2,000, but he wants $300,000 in a settlement. Like, the juice wasn't worth the squeeze. You couldn't actually show up and be committed, but you want $300K from your ex-wife? Who's not only the main provider for the children, is also the caregiver of the children. That wouldn't fly in this state, just by the way. Speaking from experience, okay? The state sees, especially if you're a stay-at-home mama, the state sees, especially if you're a stay-at-home mama, the state sees. That's coming from the state. Y'all are equal. Do you know how much a nanny cost? You know how much child care cost? This mother trucker, okay? This jokester. This mother trucker, okay? This jokester. This poo body walking up into Gucci store and looking at a purse and bitching about the price of it. You went the wrong store, bro. I'm sorry. Let me get focused back on this damn reading. What? Champagne taste with the Milwaukee's best budget. Ugh. Hi, Rosalind. How you doing? Best and highest messages here. Tell me about the situation, Spirit. This dumb lawyer served me with discovery because she thinks I'm a fraud. Well, no, she's Hey, Amda. Hi, Nani. Hi, Unforgettable. Po Danny. I hope it means the same thing as it means in Hawaii. I don't know what it means in Hawaii. That means little wand energy. You're picking up what I'm throwing down. Down. Need to have his man card revoked. He breaking all the rules. Make it make sense. Just get me worked up. Okay, Kiki, let's see. What's the situation here? I'm focused. I'm here. What's the situation when it comes to this foe? The Eight of Swords. This person wants you as stuck as it is that they are. This person's stuck in every aspect of their life. Spiritually, financially, emotionally, physically, this person is challenged. Behind the 8 ball. Not up to par. Not even bare minimum. Got the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck, though. Tell me about this Eight of Swords. This person. Eight of Swords. This person. I'm trying to talk about the situation with this fool. The Two of Wands. Yeah, this person's still in some sort of planning phase, okay? So this is the strategist that it is that we're talking about, but we already know, just based off what it is that you've already shared, okay? But they're stuck. Empress at the bottom of the freaking deck. Yeah, they're stuck because they lost their Empress. Because they a fool. Okay, what's the challenge? What's the challenge when it comes to this person? Hi, John. Thank you for the follow, love. Cass, thank you for the heart me. Look at the royal family in the chat. How y'all doing? Hi, Kimberly Joe. I need a lot of fortune and miracles to get out of this divorce. Shit. I got a lot of things I could say, but it could get me in so much trouble. It could get me in so much trouble. You know we women have a her. She's just as big as a fraud as he is. Their frequencies resonate. Who does that? Hi, Dina. How you doing, Dina? These resonate. Who does that? Hi, Dina. How you doing, Dina? Tell me about the challenge. What's the challenge when it comes to this fool? A lot. What's the challenge? The Ten of Swords and the Six of Wands in reverse. This person does. They keep you stuck in the past, okay? And this person has done the most. The Ten of Swords showing up here is representing this person has done the most. Betrayal, hurt, done the most. Betrayal, hurt. If you could fuck a person over, this person checks every single box that you can check. And that's why it's challenging for you to fully win the way that you deserve to. Because this person is ciphering off of you. This is like you to fully win the way that you deserve to. Because this person is ciphering off of you. This is like a energy vampire. Ciphering off you emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually, any type of way. Talk about sleeping with the enemy. What's in the current energy when it comes to this person, Spirit? Tell me more about this person and this situation. Tell me more about this person and the situation. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the clock. It's all coming together in steps. It's all coming together in steps, okay? What's in the current energy when it comes to this damn fool? The Five of Swords. Yeah, they are willing to do and say whatever it takes to win in a certain situation, okay? Empty promises, they don't give a shit. Strategy, throwing people up under the bus, throwing money at shit. But this is also someone who dishes it out, but they can't take it, okay? So I like to bring up, I don't know if you ever got into Game of Thrones. Okay, but they have the House of Dragons. It's like the spin-off series of like before Game of Thrones happened, right? And there's a rivalry between cousins. And there's the oldest cousin who starts the fight and then gets all victim mentality when they end up losing an eye. So this is like one of those energies where they can dish it out, but they cannot take it. This person can't take the dose of their own medicine. This person cannot. They're having a hard time experiencing the shit that they created. It's like they created the chaos. They created this big ass mess. And they're just like... Tell me about this, Spirit. Hi, Drea the Explorer. Hi, Ari. What's going on, love? Four of Cups, nothing but a disappointment. Nothing but empty promises. This has done nothing but drain your ass. You may have given this person even like up to 3 chances, like major chances. You gave this person a chance every day you woke up. But up to 3 times you may have given this person like major chances to get it together. Spirit says, yes, it's time for you to go in this new direction. Okay, you're being supported with whatever this is. There's some sort of renewal. There's a new chapter on the horizon. You will adapt and overcome the situation. I just heard with precision. I don't know what that means to you, but it sounds important. With precision, you will adapt and overcome the situation. Okay. 5 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. You gave him 3 chances. I'm saying that because for some reason, them 3 cups were really sticking out to me. It wasn't nothing but disappointed. All 3 times you gave this person a chance. The Queen of Swords. What I say? With precision, you will adapt and overcome the situation. This person's forced you into a Queen of Swords. You ain't playing willy-nilly no more, okay? You playing chess, and you playing chess to win. This person has done so much to you that you are now in a state of logic. You're not even acting off of emotion anymore. Or you're not going to be. It's 100% strategic. It's 100% thought out and calculated. And you have the right to be that way. This is come correct. Or you getting poked with the pointy end, baby. Okay. Queen of Swords. She ain't playing. Her emotions are locked up in the concrete. This person's forcing you to be in a state of like a whole level of cold-heartedness that you didn't even know that you were capable of. That's sad. That's sad to push somebody to that point. So we have some heavy earth energy here, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, masculine. And we have some heavy air energy here, feminine, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Doesn't necessarily mean anybody's that sign. It's just showing up heavy in the energy here. What's the energy coming towards Kiki? I'm so drained. I can't sleep. I'm tired. I bet. And then you know what? That's part of this person's plan. Okay? Because when you're tired, when you're confused, when you're distraught, you're easier to control. You're easier to manipulate. You're easier to defeat. He's a Gemini. Yeah, he a con artist, what he is. That's part of this person's whole... But you spin around and give this person taste on their own medicine, they wouldn't know what they can. They don't know what to do with it. Just makes it worse. Can't even eat the shit it is you be dishing out. Like, come on now. Good night, Lady Leo. Much love and respect, y'all. I'm grateful for her. Thank you so much for being here, David. Thanks for all the ways that you show love and support. Can't even eat the shit it is you be dishing out. Like, come on now. Good night, Lady Leo. Much love and respect, y'all. I'm grateful for her. Thank you so much for being here, David. Thanks for all the ways that you show love and support. Energy coming towards Kiki. The World. Oh, shit. Yep. The Empress in the upright. And the 5 of Cups in reverse. Okay. So energy coming towards you. Cycles ending. Has a lot to do with like triumphant completions. With, you know, overcoming things. Something coming full circle. Could be very karmic. It's also as hard as this is to accept or to hear, you know, it shows up as if this is fated or destined. This lesson, this experience that it is that you're having, it had to happen in this life. Okay, so I don't know if that gives you any peace of mind, if that kind of helps alleviate, you know, how could have I avoided this, you know, but it's showing up as some sort of situation similar to what you're experiencing. You were meant to experience something like that in this life, okay? But we have the Empress here. And this is telling me you're coming out the other end better, faster, stronger, more prosperous, more beautiful, more radiant. And you are intuitive as fuck. You're intuitive before this experience. But the divine clarity that is that you have today, and you may not be feeling that way because you're feeling so exhausted, because you're so drained, because this is taking so much from you. But and you may not be feeling that way because you're feeling so exhausted, because you're so drained, because this is taking so much from you. But baby, let me tell you, I wish a mother trucker would. So, just know that in time, you won't be in this masculine energy of having to chase what it is that you need, right? Because that's very masculine energy, right? They're constantly, you're chasing a goal, chasing the next step, chasing the next position, chasing the validation that is that they need. Like, think about like a provider at a job, right? Chasing that next outcome, that next success. Okay, I'm not meaning it in a negative way, but you weren't meant to be in that energy. You know, my parents tell me the same thing, that it was meant to happen. And that is, it's hard to hear that sometimes though, especially like as hard as it is, the challenges that you face, the day-to-day in and out heartbreak and turmoil and exhaustion, day-to-day in and out heartbreak and turmoil and exhaustion. So, Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Passionate new beginnings. There's a lot that's still surfacing here, okay? So what's unknown will be known. It's my birthday. Happy birthday, Jennifer. Happy birthday, beautiful. We have the Ace of Wands here. This is also my ancestor card, okay? So you have ancestors that are, they on standby, okay? If they aren't already, you know, throwing hands on somebody spiritually, open up a can of whoop ass on somebody. What's the spiritual advice here? The Hangman. Something about perspective, knowledge, insight, clarity, closure is coming to you. Okay, so there's some sort of something, this could be information, could just be clarity, whatever it is. It's helping give you whatever it is that you need to get out of the situation that you're in. Okay, Ten of Pentacles, about this long-term commitment, about growth, about expansion. Three of Swords also came out. Tell me about the Three of Swords. Why is this spiritual advice? Why is this spiritual advice? Today's my birthday, Jennifer. She hopping back and forth. Happy birthday, Jennifer. The Tower. And the Knight of Cups. Okay. The Tower. And the Knight of Cups. Okay. And this has caused a major... It lost me. Does the guy I'm dating actually love me? I don't know if he's over the X or not. Hi, Misty. How you doing? Hi, Bethia. Thanks for the follow. Jesse James. Will I get a job closer to home soon? You want to get in line for a reading? Hi, stars. Okay, so this heartbreak, this experience has caught not just one tower moment. I feel like many, but this has been the biggest tower here. Okay? And the spiritual message with that is not just one tower moment. I feel like many, but this has been the biggest tower here. Okay? And the spiritual message with that is affirming what it is that you're already in alignment with it. Whatever it is that you're already doing, it'll just allow the tower to fall. Allow this tower to fall and be very observant of how it's falling. Because when the dust settles, there's something that it is. It's not like a gift. It's like showing me like it's a key, okay? So it's like the key to something, the key to this new chapter, a key to overcoming it, a key to winning in court, to obtaining some sort of justice. But whatever it is, you know, allowing this tower to fall and just letting the transformation take place, whatever that is, the transformation in your life, it's giving you something that's actually going to unlock a door for your most loving highest good in the future. And it's bringing a lot of prosperity, a lot of happiness, okay, where you're really going to allow yourself to be seen, to be heard, for you to get the wishes that it is that you want. Let me pull you one of these. All right, Spirit. Yeah, I'm going to pull you one of these. I'm going to pull you a listen bitch card, okay? Let me get one of these. Hi, King Montana. How you doing, love? Well, Damon and Bree gonna get back together. Y'all want to get in line for a reading? Link in bio, loves. All right, Spirit. Best and highest messages here for Kiki. What does she need to know? What does she need to see? What does she need to hear? It's the greatest lesson you will ever one day be grateful for, although it's the hardest lesson. That is so true. I agree with that. That resonates. They say our hardest lessons are our greatest teachers. I just don't know what he's teaching is. You'll know in time. That's what my son said one time. We were at Thanksgiving dinner, and, you know, everybody's being put on the spot of what it was they were grateful for. And, you know, I guess my kids didn't want to be redundant and just say what everybody else was saying. So my son was last, and he goes, I'm grateful for my enemies, because they shaped me into the person that I am today. And I'm sorry, but I couldn't help my jaw to drop. And I was like, damn. I think he just schooled us all on life there for a moment, you know. I'm grateful for my enemies because they shaped me into the person that it is that I am today. He's an old soul. But nonetheless, you know, that could be part of the lesson. It is that it's shaping you who it is that you're meant to be. You're still growing. You're still blossoming. Give me one card. What does Kiki need to know most about the situation right now, Spirit? Best message for Kiki. Be Spirit. Sweet results. Best message for Kiki. Be Spirit. Sweet results. Sweet results. Oh, honey. Number 7. Again, with this powerful transformation. It's also a Christ consciousness number. 7 days of the week, saying 7 main colors of the rainbow, 7 main energy centers in the body. Just in case you see something that is a significant on a card with bees on it. I kind of see the honeycomb in the background as well. I don't know if y'all see that. But it can also be looked at as a moon, like a full moon. Bringing a lot of insight, clarity, intuition. Again, with divine feminine energy. All right, be Spirit. Thea, if you didn't get in line through the link in the bio, then no, I have not done your question. Thea, if you didn't get in line through the link in the bio, then no, I have not done your question. Message is that sweet rewards are on their way if you're willing to get your ego out of the way and immerse yourself in the connected energy of all things. Spirit is always producing honey. Miracles and magic are everywhere. When you connect with the great hive, you're vibrating and buzzing in exquisite harmony with all. Be Spirit asks that your focus be on connectivity. Your body, heart, soul, and psyche experience total interconnectedness and a true integration when you self-forget, when you remember that you are part of a greater unified consciousness. Moving from separation into connection, from self-centered limit, self-forget, when you remember that you are part of a greater unified consciousness. Moving from separation into connection, from self-centered limitation, fully in alignment with your highest expression of yourself. Your heart opens and creativity rushes through you. It may not be talking about ego in the way that we understand or how it's usually discussed, if that makes sense. Like there's a lot of common, like you see that very commonly about people talk about ego and you know what that is. So it may be referring to something that it is that we might not always necessarily recognize as ego, you know. Industriousness is driven by enthusiasm and inner motivation, and time seems to fly by quickly as the hive supports you in making of honey. Do you feel the presence of your helpers in the hidden realms adding to their energy to your creations? Magical results are taking form and will be sweeter than you expect. Bee Spirit wants you to remember that your part in the divine partnership with the conscious universe is being rewarded, even if you can't see that yet. And ask that you share your good fortune, as there is plenty of honey for all. Be a part of the larger whole, the force that brings forth all that is sweet and delightful. As there is plenty of honey for all. Be a part of the larger whole, the force that brings forth all that is sweet and delightful. Protector, she asks you to be very honest with yourself. Do you want to taste the sweet honey others have been making, but you believe is unattainable for you? Do you wonder how others end up with so much magical honey when you seem to have none? Have you bought into the illusion of separation and become convinced that you can't have what others have in the hive? Do you separate from the hive to do it all on your own, or to hoard what honey you have, unwilling to trust that there's plenty of support and plenty of sweetness to go around? If you've been overworking and overdoing and have not given yourself any time to enjoy the sweetness of your life, Bee Spirit is telling you to stop and recharge. Perhaps you're afraid that if you don't get something done, it just won't get done. However, even busy bees need to take a break, and when they do, the honey still gets made. So remind yourself that sweetness is everywhere and available to you always when you need it. Wow, that protection message. Yep, it's still there. It's still coming to you. You've been in a season of serious hardship, extreme exhaustion, in any way that somebody could be drained, you know. So of course, how can you not ask yourself questions of, you know, will I ever obtain that level of happiness again? Will I ever be able to experience, you know, being able to enjoy my blessings, just to be able to breathe, just to be, just to not have to fight some sort of fight all the time, you know? So there's a message there that absolutely, yes, you are. And you will. Okay, let me get you a listen. Let me get you sassy affirmation real quick. Here you go, love. Best and highest messages. Hi, Jenny Dion. How you doing, love? It gave me 3. I'm going to read all 3, okay? Since you're going through... You freaking going through it, baby. There's a bee on this card. Bees may be of significance, just like symbolically. Which means spring is right around the corner, okay? So if you've been this winter months, if you feel like it's just been an extended winter over a long period of time where things are dead and the leaves are done falling off and things are frosty and cold and hard and the days are short and the darkness is long, spring is right around the corner. You can either worry or believe in yourself. Guess which one feels better? Beautiful. I've not given myself any time to unwind, enjoy the sweetness of life, and perhaps tomorrow I will prioritize that for my B-day. You definitely should. And happy, happy birthday, love. Listen, bitch. Your best is more than enough, I promise. Your best is more than enough. That's all you can do is your best. And if it requires any more of that, then what are you going to do? You know? So that's something that it is that you've done. You've poured into it. You fought the best that you can fight. You know, you worried as much as you can worry and stressed as much as you can stress, love. So your best is more than fucking enough, okay? You could run circles around motherfuckers on their worst day. The shit that it is that you've been through, that you're overcoming right now in the present moment. Listen, bitch, you can recover from anything. Your resilience is unmatched. That's another thing. You know, this person may have some sort of funky spiritual contract or promise that they may be consciously unaware of here in the physical, okay? Trying to take your ass out. And you want to know why they would want to do that? You're smaller than this person. Physically, you wouldn't be able to be capable of what this person would be capable if they were at their best, okay? You represent everything that this Poonanny man is not. You represent everything that this person wanted in a mama. In a mama. You represent strength. You represent resilience. You represent intelligence, intuitiveness, passion, courage, strength in any kind of shape, way, form, fashion. You are a threat to this whole person's existence. This person's shriveling up like a damn raisin. And here you are showing up, kicking ass, taking names. On your worst day. I already feel so relaxed, Leah, with this reading, and Laura's been so sweet. I feel better. I hope so, boo-boo. I hope this helps. Because you have been. You've been given a shit hand of cards. And somehow, some way, you're going to spin this whole thing around because it's coming full circle. And best believe, when this person least expects it, their karma will bite them in the ass. It's the way of the universe. It's the law of balance. Bite them in the ass. It's the way of the universe. It's the law of balance. Whenever the hell that is. All right, Kiki, I hope that you found a message that resonates with you, love. Thank you so much for the blessings. Thanks for coming to see me. I've got you in my thoughts, my prayers, and my heart. I'm rooting for you. And in time, eventually this won't be so heavy for you. You just keep kicking ass and taking names and being the spiritual baddie that it is that you are. All right, y'all, that wraps up all of our personal readings for tonight. Again, if you want to get in line for tomorrow, I'll be on YouTube live tomorrow around 9 o'clock for personals. If you want to catch the collective message, that starts at 8 Central. So that's, let's see, 8 Central, 9 Eastern, but 6 Pacific. If you want to catch me live, if you want to hang out. Okay, and I'll be back on TikTok and Instagram on Wednesday, same time, around 8 for collective, 8 Central for collective, and 9 Central for personal readings, all right? You can always send all that love and light back to you times 10, love. Thank you so much for the badge. I appreciate that. I pray your words are true. I pray my day comes and the script is flipped in a good way for me. It will be, Kiki. Don't lose faith. Don't lose hope. Know it like the sun is coming up tomorrow. You will prevail. You will rise. You will reclaim. And you're going to thrive. Hi, Cheyenne. I need your phone number. What you need my phone number for? Hi, Joseph Hill. How you doing? We've been on a first name basis and you trying to get my phone number. Hi, Manuel. Welcome back. You think I'm stupid? God bless you, love. Thank you. I think you think I'm just ignorant because I talk funny. You have lots of jealousy and envy. You have lots of jealousy and envy. Well, I may talk funny, but I'm not as ignorant as I appear. Just saying. Hi, KJ. How you doing, KJ? I may sound a little weaker than normal because I'm losing my voice, okay? But boss bitch still in there, boo-boo. I can promise you that. What do you need spiritual assistance for? What happened? Hi, April Snow. What did you do? What do you need protection from in reverse? What are you trying to reverse? What'd you do? You dabbling in some shit you had no business dabbling in, boo-boo, didn't you? You crossed the line that you shouldn't have crossed, and now you're trying to get back on the other side of the line? Hey, boo-boo, how you doing? Hi, Crystal. You been dabbling in the dark magic? You won't be doing that shit. You don't talk funny. You talk beautiful. Thank you, Laura. I don't think everybody thinks that. I think people think that my accent makes me stupid. They want to take your inheritance. Uh-oh. Hi, Celtic Viking. How you doing? Well, nobody can take what's already yours, first of all. Energetically, spiritually. I mean, maybe in the present moment, the physical way that you're experiencing it may seem like that, but it always comes back in one way or another. Your talking makes my day. Laura! Laura, you flirting with me? I'm just teasing. You filling up my cup over there, Laura. You're making my head swell. Hi, Risky. How you doing? If you want to get a private service, Night Eagles 123, you can go to the link in bio and you can book an energy alignment. But I ain't put myself susceptible to your spiritual ickness just on the willy-nilly. I know better than that. I done fucked around and found out one time, and I ain't gonna do that shit no more. I don't be making myself susceptible to energies without some sort of like energy, like it's gotta be worth it, you know? What you trying to get me caught up in? I don't want it. Hi, Ashley. How you doing? Spiritually, emotionally, physically, financially, I ain't want it, okay? I can help. You just got to book through the link, okay? You just got to book through the link, okay? Y'all tomorrow on YouTube. If not, I will be back again, like I said, on TikTok and Instagram on Wednesday. Tomorrow on YouTube. If not, I will be back again, like I said, on TikTok and Instagram on Wednesday. Tarot, astrology. You can do weekly, monthly, yearly astrology readings, charts. You can get your natal chart. I also do energy alignments and energy healing as well. When I do my energy healings and alignment, I like to talk a lot and teach a lot. That way you ain't got to come back every 2 months to, you know, heal your shit. Okay, you can start doing it on your own. Okay, I don't feel like y'all are meant to come to me for a lifetime for that type of stuff. I like to at least give you knowledge and insight for you to go expand on, research, see if it even resonates with you so that you can, you know, do that for yourself eventually. And hell, some of y'all even turn it into a business and y'all help others just like me. Good night, sweetheart. I hope that you have an amazing rest of your evening as well. So again, I'll see y'all soon. Thank you for all the ways that you show love and support. Until next time, keep shining your light. Shine so bright you blind the eyes out. Make the haters grab their hater shades, look the other way, make them cringe. If you ain't doing none of those things, you ain't doing it right, boo-boo. Love and light, y'all.